So let's talk about A Cinderella Story with Hillary Duff. Does it really deserve the hate? Or can I bring this modern fairy tale to justice? Watch this review and find out. Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. So greetings, my fellow YouTubers, and welcome to Big D's Entertainment Rankings and Reviews. My name is Dual, better known to you as the Big D, and this time around I bring to you a review of the 2014 rom-com A Cinderella Story, released by Warner Brothers, directed by Mark Roseman, written by Lee Dunlap, starring Hillary Duff along with Chad Michael Murray, Jennifer Coolidge, and Regina King. This is the first installment of a series which you'll get reviews of the other movies in the next few hours and the next few hours. Well, the next one anyway, and then the others in the next 2 days. This is a modernization of the classic Cinderella folklore where the film's plot revolves around 2 internet pen pals who plan to meet in person at their high school's Halloween dance. Well, despite the film got dissed big time, the film still did pretty well. And over the years, it has developed into a cult classic and has inspired multiple straight-to-video sequels, including a brand new one, which I'll be talking about. So, if you're ready, let's get into the story. 17-year-old Samantha Montgomery, or Sam for short, is a waitress at a diner in the San Fernando Valley run by her stepmother, the vain and greedy Fiona. She received ownership of the diner as well as the family inheritance after Sam's widowed father, Hal, died in the Northridge earthquake 8 years before and seemingly left no will. Sam is trying to save money to attend her dream college, Princeton, but is regularly tormented by her stepfamily, which includes her stepmother and her twin daughters, Brianna and Gabriella. With Fiona taking Sam's earnings and using the inheritance to spend on luxuries instead of necessities like water, Sam also struggles to fit in at North Valley High School, where she's bullied by the popular clique, including head cheerleader and queen bee Shelby Cummings. At the same time, Sam confides in her online pen pal, Nomad, who shares her dream to attend Princeton to become a writer, her best friend but outcast Carter Farrell, and finds comfort in the diner staff, including Rhonda, the manager, Eleanor, a waitress, and Bobby, the chef. Nomad's true identity is, just a quick spoiler, Austin Ames, the popular yet unhappy quarterback of the school's football team, which are oddly called the Fighting Frogs, and Shelby's boyfriend, who he attempts to break up with. His father, Andy, had arranged for his son to attend the University of Southern California with a football scholarship. Nomad and Sam plan to meet at the school's Halloween dance, and she attends wearing a white masquerade mask and a beautiful wedding dress as Cinderella. The two share a romantic dance together, but while Sam learns Nomad is Austin, the inverse doesn't happen, and Sam has to go back to the diner for her midnight shift. She leaves while revealing her identity to Austin, unaware that she's named the homecoming princess along with Austin as the homecoming prince by Mrs. Wells, the principal. She also drops her cell phone on her way out, which is picked up by Austin. She gets delayed because Carter stood up for Shelby at the dance from being forced by a boy, and result, she was making out with him. Finally, Sam and Carter flee to the diner, and the staff attempts to stall Fiona to give Sam enough time to come back, which she does. Brianna and Gabriella discover Sam's emails to Austin and realize that Sam is Cinderella after failing to convince Austin that they are Cinderella. They present the emails to Shelby and convince her that Sam tried to steal Austin from her. To retaliate, Shelby, Brianna, and Gabriella perform a mean-spirited skit at a school pep rally, horrifying the school staff as the emails are read aloud and Sam's identity is revealed to Austin. Humiliated and upset that Austin didn't stand up for her, Sam leaves in tears. Like Austin, Sam has been accepted to Princeton only to be duped by Fiona into believing she was rejected by having a fake rejection letter made in order to keep Sam working at the diner and as her slave. Frustrated with her Sam's emotional abuse for almost a decade and her school-wide humiliation, Sam stands up to Fiona, quits her job at the diner, and moves out to live with Rhonda. Rhonda and the rest of the staff from the diner also resigned, having only stayed for Sam's sake after Hal's death. And the disgusted customers also storm out after witnessing everything. Now to the final act and ending. Like always, you know the procedure. 5 seconds to stop. Go to the description box below and fast forward to the time below to avoid ending spoilers. If you've seen the movie already, continue on. Here we go right now. Okay, you've been warned. Before the school's homecoming football game, Sam confronts Austin about his cowardice and lies. Before the final play of the game, he sees Sam leaving the stands and runs to apologize to her, but only after standing up to his father due to not wanting to play football for the rest of his life. She accepts his apology and they share their first kiss, much to the dismay of Shelby, Brianna, and Gabriella as the football team wins. The drought her city was facing suddenly ends. Soon after, Sam finds Hal's will hidden in our childhood fairy tale book, which states that all of his money, belongings, the house, and diner actually belong to her. Since this leaves her as the rightful and legal owner, Sam sells her stepfamily's possessions for college, and Fiona, who signed the will as a witness but claims to have never seen it before, is arrested by the LAPD and the county district attorney for financial fraud, swindling Sam out of her inheritance and violating child labor laws by having Sam work long hours despite being a minor. Sam's stepsisters retrieve her real acceptance letter to Princeton from a dumpster where Fiona filed it. Soon, Fiona and her daughters are made to work at the diner to work off all the money they stole from Sam over the years as an alternate and well-deserved punishment over prison and juvenile hall by the DA, and the diner is restored to its former glory before Hal's death by its new owners, Sam and Rhonda. Andy comes to accept his son's desire to attend Princeton, creates a promotion for Princeton alumni as car wash. Carter soon finds a commercial for new acne medication, causing him to become popular, and Shelby to fall in love with him. But having witnessed her cruelty towards Sam at the pep rally, Carter rejects her for Astrid, the high school's goth DJ and announcer. And Austin and Sam began a relationship. After Austin gives Sam back her cell phone, they end up driving off to Princeton together. End of story. Sorry for the moment silence. Now, what did I think of a Cinderella story? Well, I thought it was pretty cute in ways. I mean, I gotta admit, Hillary Duff was very good. I completely understand that everybody was hard on this, especially on Rotten Tomatoes, but CinemaScore gave the film an average grade of an A minus, however, which that was good. Yes. So anyway, and it went on to get nominated for the Teen Choice Awards, 5 awards. Won the award for Choice Movie Blush Scene, and that same year, Duff won the Kids' Choice Award for Favorite Movie Actress for that movie. Anyway, the film did okay, only in fourth place behind, well, 3 other big movies, which were Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy, I, Robot, and Spider-Man 2. Still, it did Well, the film went on to make 70 million worldwide and went on to become a cult classic in the later years. Aside from Hillary Duff, who plays Sam, we have Chad Michael Murray, who of course was already a big star at the time, being on the TV series One Tree Hill, plays Austin. Fiona is played by Jennifer Coolidge. Regina King plays Rhonda. We have Dan Bird as Carter. Andrea Avery as Gabriella. In the role of Brianna is Madeline Zima. Most y'all know her as the youngest of the Sheffield kids of TV's The Nanny fame, if I am not mistaken. Yes, I was right. And Julie Gonzalo, who recently appeared in the Freaky Friday remake the previous year with Lindsay Lohan, plays Shelby. Anyway, there were so many others and what have you, so many other great actors, maybe not too great, but good though. With a score by Christoph Beck, that was pretty good too. What? Anyway, the direction wasn't too bad, but I gotta say, A Cinderella Story, I think it's underrated and what have you. And it is a guilty pleasure of mine, too. So, enough said about that. So, would I recommend The Cinderella Story? I'd say give it a one time watch. And if you're not satisfied with it, then don't bother with it again. Sorry. But anyway, 4 years later, there would be the first of 5 direct-to-video sequels, which I'll be starting to review next time. But anyway, what are your thoughts on A Cinderella Story? Please tell me in the comments section below. If you like this video, click the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and be a part of the Big D Nation. Also, I'm going to tell you, like I said, this film is not bad at all. To heck with what critics say and what have you. This movie is good in ways. That's why I am bringing this guilty pleasure to justice. This deserves justice, you know. Alright, that's it. I've given you everything else I say at the end. So join me next time when I bring to you a review of another Cinderella story from 2008. Thanks for watching, and if you like this, you may want to check out some of these other videos. In the upper left-hand corner is my review of the original Disney classic Cinderella, which celebrated its big anniversary last year, its 70th anniversary, as a matter of fact. In the upper right-hand corner is my review of another Hillary Duff movie, and that was the Lizzie McGuire movie. Or go to the bottom left-hand corner and see my review of a film that turned 20 this year, which I reviewed last year, and that being The Princess Diaries. And the bottom right-hand corner is the button you can click to subscribe. If you like rankings and reviews on movies, TV, music, video games, etc., then I'm your guy. Thanks for watching. Until next time, I'm the Big D saying, see ya.